We are here back with Kegan on the KWI YouTube channel, and we are just going to be welding out this Schedule 80 coupon with Corey here, a current student at KWI, and Corey is from Texas. And we were talking a minute ago about how Corey loves Whataburger so much, and I've never understood it, but why do people, what's the biggest thing about Whataburger though? What's like so cool about Whataburger in Texas? Because that's all I hear about.
It's a Texas thing, you know, the burgers are good. You can't get nothing like it here, that's for sure.
Gotcha. So hopefully Corey can put the Texas heat on the Schedule 80 coupon because there's going to be nothing like it whenever Corey's done with it. So, and actually, Corey, you are currently working on stainless, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. And what's the main reason you came to KWI?
I needed to learn to weld. I have no connections. I
Gotcha. Seen
y'all on TikTok, and I've done my research. You know, this is the school I want to go to.
All right. Well, and how far are you into the program now?
5 months.
5 months.
I got 3 weeks left.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and start with this coupon. You've got it at, what, 90 amps?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to crack your purge here a little bit. And just let's see how much, yeah, we're good coming out. And usually I just, I put my cheek up to the coupon here to feel if there's any gas coming out. I don't know how you do it. Some people lick their finger
lick
there.
your wrist.
I just don't like to keep taking my hand out of my glove. I just, you know, lightly do that. I can feel it. Now sometimes you will get argon poisoning, do that if you've been around it all day, so I don't advise that. You got enough coming out? Oh yeah. Kick your gas on it here. And is it still coming out right there? Because we don't want to be taken from. Yeah, that should be good. All right. Sweet, you're good. Now Corey had requested to do stainless Schedule 80 coupon just because he's currently working on that. So most of the time, some of our guests are seasoned welders, but sometimes our guests are students. So I'm going to go ahead and look Corey in this route just to make sure he's all right. You getting good purge?
Yes, sir.
And how do you know you're getting good purge?
I don't see any sugar. Gotcha. It's going in, fusing in good.
Dude, it is going in really nice, actually. Remember, make sure to get that bottom, though.
We're closing up.
Yep. Now, you may want to grab some 332. Here, run this 332. Because that 1/8 inch is just going to keep causing you problems.
Right.
Because these alloys, they close up so fast. Yeah, run that same temperature. Yeah, run some same temperature and come back onto that. And like I said, we got a grinder if you need it, so. Get it nice and liquid, top and bottom. Now add your wire. Yep. Now pull the wire out, heat it up again, top and bottom. Now add the wire in. Okay, do it again. Keep adding the wire in. Now do it. Yep. Keep going like that. And whenever you add the wire in, give it a good wad of the wire and then move on. So top and bottom, add the wire. Top and bottom, add the wire. Yep. Keep going like that. So what he's doing is he's melting the top bevel and the bottom bevel, then adding a wad of 332. You have to add a lot more 332 when you're putting these roots in. Now, since you're up top, leave the wire on the top bevel and just keep feeding it and dragging down. Keep the wire in the puddle. Keep feeding it, feed it, feed it, feed it, feed it. Keep feeding it, keep feeding it, keep feeding it. Top and the bottom, top and the bottom. Perfect. Yeah, that was a good root right there. And also, if you don't have your light on a necklace right here, it just helps out if you are not used to it. And honestly, my batteries are dead, so that's not even going to help me out.
Well,
You got a light?
if it's in my pocket, I do.
It should be in your pocket.
There you go.
Sick. Hey, that's a good route. Got one little weird spot on that other side. See that little low spot?
Yeah.
That was just probably whenever you pulled out and didn't. That's fine though, ain't it? It's nice and clean.
Yeah, it is. Good purge and everything.
Solid. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this other side out. Now what's been the hardest thing since you've been up here in Kentucky compared to Texas?
Definitely a lot of, culture shock kind of stuff. Yeah.
What do you mean culture shock?
It's a whole different way that people are.
And where are you from specifically in Texas?
In Dallas.
Dallas
So,
compared to here is?
Yes. When
So
you go to the grocery store, people aren't in a hurry. Back
Here?
home. Yeah. Back home, they're, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
So the
what I mean?
hustle is
Right.
calmer here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bridge stack out of here. All right. So I have introduced some oxygen into that weld, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it purge for a little bit. Now, where did you first notice that this town was like, everything was just calmer and slower here?
I guess when I first came here, like when my
first
week here, yeah. I didn't really know much about the town. I really focused on my research on the school.
Gotcha. And so how do you do your research? Because there's different ways to do that, I guess.
I mean, obviously people are gonna have their bad opinions,
right?
And then there's gonna be people that have their good opinions, and you kind of just gotta dive in and really
figure out who's talking the truth, yeah.
Right, because there's gonna be people, there's always bad things with good things. Nothing's ever perfect. But there's also people who come here and they don't put it all in, and
they say it's bad.
Yeah, then they say it's bad because they didn't put in their effort.
You had to make sure that it wasn't an individual saying it was negative instead of that place actually being bad.
Right.
Gotcha. But also too, people can say good things about something and it be horrible.
That's
you know,
true.
so you got to do both sides.
You gotta take all of it into consideration.
Right. Okay, that's a good point. And that's a big thing too with anything tied to money and value. You have to make sure it's the right thing. All right, so this thing's pretty purged up. Was 90 pretty good on
Yeah,
that?
it ran pretty smooth.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna rock in it with 90 amps. And I like to do the backfeed drip on the bottom, and that's what you were doing too. That's the best thing to do on the bottom is just add wire, drip it. I don't know why, but whenever I first started welding, this was just so hard to do. So, since being in KWI, what's been some of the hardest things for you to deal with?
Definitely stick out. Schedule 80 stick out.
So 70-18?
Yeah, 60-10, 70-18. Those 60-10 roots will whoop your butt.
Dude, I swear that's what I spent the most time on. Okay, so I'm going to show you a hack. I'm going to turn the machine up, 105. Currently we're working on some plug issues, so we got the HTPs down for a second while we're rewiring some things. You switch me spots, Corey, because I'm going to show you one thing that I always do with stainless. So with any alloy, if you're on a horizontal tube or in the 6G position, you can hold your wire up top and just drag it down. I'll show you here. Okay, so I turned it up. Now watch this. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it up top. You add a wad of wire up top, drag it down. Drag it down. And then watch when you pull out, do this. Dude, that brought that fisheye all the way right there. Not even on the back side. A lot of people, they'll be doing a root and just pop out and it throws that fisheye all the way through it. That way, look, it's right there. There's gonna be no hole in that thing. So that'll speed up your whole welding process because while your partner and majority welders out there just popping off and grinding their fisheyes, you won't have to. So, all right. I'm grinding this one. So, coming from Dallas, that's a pretty big place.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard that Dallas is way better than Houston in terms of just being less, because Houston's really hectic too. Like, I've always dreaded going down to Houston and working just because, I don't know what it is, but that place is miserable to work. They got all the refineries down there, you know what I mean? Is there any plants and refineries in Dallas? Like fab shops, or you got oil refineries or any kind of like factories there that are like a lot of people go work at?
Not that I know of. I mean, before I came to do this, I didn't even know anything about welding.
Really?
Right.
So you'd never done any prior?
I had welded a trailer in high school with MIG, but
wasn't something you was into in high school?
Yeah, but I never dived this deep. I never dived this deep into it and figured out, well, hey, there's guys who go travel and do this. Right.
Gotcha. So what was the aha moment? Like, do you remember where you was whenever you figured out, oh, you can make really good money welding and see the world?
I guess when I figured out about, Western Welding Academy and all these other,
Gotcha.
KWI and all this other stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna go ahead and tie this top part of the root in, and we actually got a little bit of that freaking, honestly, it probably will suck in there a little bit, but I'm gonna try to get it out. If we can't get it out, if we can't get this out, we're just gonna melt it in there. Now, if this was, I mean, we could actually consider this a real test, but I'm not gonna die over this. Oh, there we go, it's gone. So, yeah, just go ahead and tie in and do that trick. So fire up back here, fire up about 1 inch back, and then warm it up, and then do that thing where I told you.
Dip, keyhole, dip, keyhole.
Dip a bunch, yeah. And then, yeah, see if you can tie into this. It's a little bit, yeah, it should be dead center, so we're gonna find out if Corey can get this thing going. And we're running about 105 amps for this tie-in right here. Add more wire up top. You need a lot more up top. Add a bunch up top. Add a bunch, add a bunch, add a bunch. Drag down. Add a bunch up top, drag it down. Add a bunch up top, drag it down. Yep. Bunch more up top, drag it down. Bunch more up top, drag it down. Now start to tilt your TIG rig in more so you can get more heat in there. Yep. Add a bunch up top. Drag down. Add a bunch up top, pull it out, pull the wire out real quick, get everything liquid, add more. Yep, drag it down. Yep. And just keep doing that. Add a bunch. Keep going, keep adding, keep going, dripping. Keep dipping it. Now top and bottom, top and bottom. Now pull out on the bottom bevel real slow. There you go. That's all you do, man. Sweet, so we're gonna go ahead and check this thing out. It should be pretty good, I think. I think it'll be all right.
It's pretty slick.
You think it's good? Oh yeah, that is perfect. What a great purge. Yeah, your little hiccup right over there, I mean, you would definitely want to fix something like that, but it ain't too bad. The best thing about alloys is if you cut into like a stainless or a carbon, or not a carbon, or a chrome, or an Inconel, or some kind of root, you can just cut into it really quick and then weld it, and there's going to be purge on the inside so it doesn't mess up the weld. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and take this thing out because Corey's getting ready for that monster coupon. Now I'm going to go ahead and crack off that purge because we don't need the purge for, it's circumstantial. Sometimes you want to purge the root, sometimes you don't have to, if that makes sense. Because sometimes when you do purge a root, that will, it'll make the inside malleable. So if we're welding this too hot, the hot pass too hot, and there's a purge, it may suck back or drop in. But without a purge, a lot of the times it doesn't give it that ability to move.
Right.
And I'm just talking from experience welding in heaters and pipe racks, convection boxes, and tight spots. But if you're in a fab shop welding with stainless pipe instead of carbon, definitely leave your purge on the whole weld. You know what I mean? But carbon and stuff, or like stainless to carbon, chrome welds and Inconel, you can kill the purge after the root, and they're pretty solid because they're way more dense. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing filling and capping.
Turn me up to about 125, 130.
All right, now we're up this thing at 130. Now I got a quick question for you. Corey pulled up a minute ago, and you're driving what? It's a Dodge?
It's a Chevy HHR.
Chevy HHR, and for those of you who don't know, it's kind of like
a PT Cruiser.
Like a little PT Cruiser. I drive a Toyota RAV4, and to go to welding school or to make welding money in the industry, you do not need a big truck or anything like that right out the gate, okay? Because a lot of times people, they'll get a big giant truck when they get to welding school, or they'll get a big giant truck after welding school, and they'll be in debt. And you don't need those things, because obviously you're going to welding school driving that car, and I still did welding jobs driving my Toyota RAV. It's like a little hatchback type deal. And if you want to do pipeline work, you know, obviously you're going to need a truck, but you can do single hand work to build up to that, you know. And that's what was cool, is because you're just driving an everyday car that is cheap, gets good gas mileage, and you're not paying a crap load for it.
Right.
So, but what will be one of the first things that you do purchase after welding school, or like what's your goals financially in that realm?
Pay off my student loan.
Gotcha. Now, did you have to take a student loan from the bank?
No, I got it out of Sally Mae.
Gotcha. And did you do a full amount, or were you able to get some scholarships?
No, it's full amount.
That's what I had to do too.
Yeah.
Because at the time, you know, now KWI accepts all kinds of student aid, but whenever I went, they weren't yet. And I didn't have the money to come to KWI, but I wanted to go because I knew it would benefit me. So I took out a $20,000 loan, because now it's obviously went up. And then I paid my bank off within a couple of months. But that's really your only big debt that you have.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's nothing.
Yeah.
And if you just keep your bills low and, you know, travel light, because you can do work out of that car for the first couple of years, then you'll be set. Well, we'll rock in on this thing. I'm gonna use 332 wire. You can grab whatever wire you want.
I run 1/8 inch.
Rock that. Now, with the 1/8 inch wire, just be careful running at 130. Just make sure you're melting on the back side. So. Now, and you're good to keep rocking with this thing here. What have you, in terms of welding, do you like 2-inch pipe or 6-inch pipe for TIG?
2-inch for everything.
Because it's just quick and easy?
Quick, it's easy to get under.
Why do you think they make weld tests with 2-inch pipe?
It's harder.
Huh?
It's harder. It's harder to get around it as quick.
I guess, but after so many 2-inch coupons, it just gets even easier. Like, I dread taking a 6-inch test. They take forever, dude. Now, have you had the opportunity to test for any of the companies coming to KWI yet?
I tested for the Helfrich brothers.
How did they go?
Went pretty smooth. It was just a Schedule 160 combo.
Gotcha.
TIG root and hot pass and 70-18 out.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad test. And you passed it?
Yeah, I passed it flawless.
Now, since you tested for those guys, they're a pretty good option when you graduate.
They are, but I'm looking to go closer to home. So.
Well, to be honest with you, they're a Northeast company and they do work all over. But if you're looking to go back to Texas, you personally could never leave the state of Texas welding, if that makes sense.
Right.
You could literally stay in Texas the rest of your welding career and never leave. That's how much work is in Texas. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up. Actually, I'm gonna need this. Come over here at this hot pass. Yeah, that's the great thing about living in Texas, is that's where a lot of the work is.
Right.
Now, didn't you just get a winter storm at your house?
No, it just passed us actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, where we're at, it just passed us.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the last time there was a big freeze in Texas was 2021, I believe.
Right.
How old are you?
I would have been 15.
Dang. Okay. So.
Definitely not a fan of the snow. I've never seen as much snow like it is up here.
Dude. And you're from Texas, man. You guys don't know how to deal with that well.
No. I didn't even know. It snowed real bad that one week. I was scared to drive.
Really?
I wasn't scared, but you know.
Not used to it.
Right.
Not used to something like that.
We don't know how to deal with it.
Well, now you do.
Right.
Now, how was that car doing that?
It'd have been fine. I mean, when the roads were real bad, I just hitched ride for my buddies for the most part.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't want to tear that thing up.
With trucks. That's the good thing about, you know, living in the housing, is if you don't have a 4-wheel drive truck, you really don't have to worry about it.
Roll with a buddy or something.
That's right.
Yeah. I hear you there. Now, you, what kind of housing are you in?
I'm in the dorm. The dorm housing.
So the dorm housing has 6 beds in a room?
It has 4 beds in a room.
4 beds. How do you like that?
It ain't bad. I mean, mind your own, go to school, pull extra hours. You won't have to be there as much. Right. But yeah. No, it really isn't bad. Well, I actually prefer it.
I would kind of prefer it too, because it's honestly kind of like it's almost like the college experience in a way. just like socially, you know what I mean? And I think being in the dorms allows you to have cool experiences too. Like, I stayed with this crazy guy for 6 months, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think the dorms allow that, and also they're cheaper too.
They are cheaper.
And really 6 months of your life is just, I mean, it's a blip in time. It's nothing major. So if you can just, you know, suck it up and just manage that for 6 months, I mean, and then you're out, and then you're free.
It ain't nothing.
No, it ain't nothing. I mean, yeah, we think 6 months in the moment is long, but it's literally blip and gone, you know?
Right.
So, right on. Well, you want to keep it at temperature, or we want to move
No,
it
we
at?
could leave it there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we got a root in, and honestly, let me just check that root because we just ran it. I was pretty quick with it. Yeah, so it didn't do anything. So it didn't sugar on my side. It sugared on that one little spot you had.
Yeah.
And then a tiny bit on the bottom. So that's the thing. Whenever you do a no purge hot pass, you got to move with it, because the longer you sit on it, that allows that root to get red.
Yeah.
And then it starts turning into how you put the root in, and then the oxygen is in here, and then it starts getting to that red liquid root, and then it sugar. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You just got to be careful sometimes with that. But now you know. Yeah, you can rock on. Now you're gonna do 1 bead or 2.
I'm gonna run a 1 bead, and then I'll fill it out with stringers.
Cool. All right. I'll rock on with that. So the TIG came more natural to you than stick welding?
For sure.
Really?
Yeah.
See, it's usually opposite with a lot of people. A lot of people are comfortable with the stick welding because a lot of high schools do that. But in your case...
Well, I didn't do much stick welding in my high school. All I did was MIG, but I mean...
So how did the translation happen to where it was easy? You know what I mean?
I think it's just easy because TIG is a lot more forgiving.
Well, you can, yeah. Because you
See,
can
I
pull the
could do
wire
that
out.
right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could stop when I
And
need
you
to.
can long arc and move around. Yeah, the
Right.
stick, you're live the whole time.
Right.
Like something is happening. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, so with that thought, that's why I've always done TIG welding jobs, is because...
I mean, you could fill a gap that big with TIG.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want with TIG. You can keep welding for 20 hours straight, and if someone's handing you wire and you're long arcing, you can weld for 10 hours straight. Like, I mean, that's why it's awesome.
Right.
Do you have any siblings?
I have one.
Younger or older?
Older.
Gotcha.
He's 20 right now.
Is it a girl or boy?
It's my brother.
Gotcha. What are they doing with their time?
He's an electrician.
Really? Okay. I'll tell you what, if I wasn't a welder, I think I would either go into electrician work or I'd just go be a logger somewhere. If it was like a skilled trade, I think. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna run this side, see what I can do with this thing.
I'm definitely a first generation welder.
Yeah.
Nobody, kind of figured out I wanted to do it in high school, knew a little bit about it, and I just went with it.
Well, and it takes a lot of determination to do that in a way, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because you have no prior experience with how it would be, so you really relied on like videos and whatnot, huh?
Yeah. I mean, even right up to coming here, I wasn't sure, so I was just gonna do it and hope it worked out.
Now, did you get in on any of those live video chats?
With who were they with? Bobby?
Yeah.
I got on
A couple.
Gotcha.
Not too many because
I was supposed to start in February, but I got a call asking if I wanted to come earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Well, good thing you did. Gotcha. I'm just filling up my side here. I'll be honest with you though, stainless is my least favorite alloy to weld. Jeez. Just because it's so finicky and it doesn't like the heat.
right.
Like chrome, oh my gosh, that stuff loves the heat. I could weld that all day long. Because you can just run hot and just melt it. Now, here's something that I've been trying to figure out the whole conversation. I still ain't put my mind on it. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Work.
Just work.
That's right. Work and hang out with buddies when work's over.
Well, that's pretty simple. Hey, and if your buddies are at the same job that you're at, then it's just fun. I hear you. Because I tell you what, the best welding jobs I was ever on, they were crappy jobs with good buddies. Because there were times where I was on a good job, but I didn't have any friends, and it just sucked, really. Because there was good welds and everything was going, but I didn't know the foremans, I didn't know the superintendents, I didn't have any buddies with me. So, now do you have any, I guess, good buddies of yours that are getting into welding, or is you kind of the only one?
I got a couple, you know, but they're still in high school at the moment.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of good for them because they get to see you know, where I'm going to be. And then,
right. So they got one more year left in high school?
Yeah, they got another year.
Gotcha, yeah. So are they looking to get into welding, or?
They're pretty dead set on it. I got one buddy, he doesn't really know if he wants to go structural or whatever, but. I'd definitely do pipe. Right.
Because if you learn pipe, you can do anything else.
Yeah.
If you learn structural, you'll always be like wondering, you know what I mean?
I mean, all pipe is a piece of plate bent.
Yeah, you just cut this right down the center and open it up, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it's it's a good way to look at it, you know? I hear you. But I think, I'm not flush on my side. You're close. You probably, 2 more passes and you'll be there. But right on. Now this is 309 TIG wire, so it's not the Holy Grail 316. 316 is so nice to weld. Now what do you do whenever you're up here, Corey? You're in the dorms with 3 other people. Do you guys cook food, or do y'all go out to eat? What's your food situation? Because I'm curious on that.
I mean, you have to cook. If you want to be on a budget.
Now, do you have a cooker in the dorm, or how do you?
Hot plates, a grill. You can put a grill outside. All that good stuff. I mean, a microwave, air fryer.
I see.
It's about all you could do.
Well, that's easy though. You just go to Sam's Club and get the big bags of chicken or steak or something, and just throw them on.
Right.
And be careful, man.
Yeah, we're a little. My fingers starting to get a little hot.
Yeah, no. Let me run this down a little bit. And I'd put your finger down here just to help you out. So you're gonna have to grab lower on the TIG rig. Yeah, and then just make sure your angle's right too. How you want it. And then I can sharpen this tungsten right here because that one's all freaking bent out of shape. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of keeping wads of tungsten. It just wasn't, it's really quick to sharpen it on here, you know what I mean, up in the pipe rack and whatnot. And another thing with this stainless is you got to watch the back of the puddle to make sure it ain't doing nothing crazy. And especially with 1/8 wire, you don't want to feed too much. And I forgot too, with this Schedule 80, we're going to have to be a little careful with it. Honestly, I think when we're passing, you'll be flush, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's the idea.
That looks nice and clean. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run me my little fillet here. Now, do you have any specific plans when you graduate here? Like, do you have a company waiting on you back in Texas?
No, I'm trying to go with this company, Reworld. They're go be a boiler maker for them. They do a lot of their work up here up north, but they have a crew down south that I'm trying to get into.
Gotcha. How'd you find out about them?
They come to the school and was talking to us about it.
Really?
Not too long ago, about a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. I'm just kind of making a little flush pass here. Cool thing about TIG, like you mentioned, is you can do what you want with it. Okay, then I got me a little bit right here that I'm gonna run. What's your means of contact for this company?
What do you mean?
Like, how are you contacting these guys? You got them on email, or you just been phone calling them?
I made a phone call, and then I got put in contact with the staffing agency. So now we're getting all the paperwork done.
Gotcha.
Just trying to get all that done before I graduate.
Well, that way you could just
Go
graduate
straight
and
to work.
freaking bam.
Straight to work.
Now, what's their weld test?
It's a monster combo.
Okay. That's
Combo
pretty easy,
monster,
yeah. And you've already taken that one.
I've taken
And
it.
the stick monster.
And the stick monster.
And you're getting ready to do the stainless.
Getting ready to do my stainless.
Gotcha. What do you lack on that? Like, how much more longer till you take it?
Monday, next Monday, Tuesday.
Gotcha. All right.
So it shouldn't be long at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, you'll test on that, and then how much longer do you have?
3 weeks as of today. I mean, this week makes it 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're doing good if you can get those two monsters, you know what I mean? Get those two monsters and you'll be on your way. And then you're gonna definitely go for Schedule 10 stainless.
Yeah. I'm
Get
gonna
that,
my Schedule
and then
10.
what else do you want to get after, or
Either Inconel or Chrome.
I would do both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to do both of them. They're not any different than stainless as much. Inconel's sluggish. That one's a good one, but yeah. Chrome would be definitely a good one because you'll do a lot of that, but it's no different than carbon. I mean, it's a little bit different, but it's still good. So, yeah, my side's flush. Corey's gonna put one more pass on here, and that should get you to flush, and then we'll cool it. But this is a really nice light. I like it.
They're pretty pricey.
What are we talking? 140?
No, not that much. They're only 100.
Gotcha. Well,
but I mean, you get what you pay for.
it seems like they'll last long. They take a beating, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my little light here, it's the Phoenix light. I love it. I've had it on a lot of jobs. It's a yellow light. One of the things that I noticed, with welding is you're always checking your roots and stuff, and the white light, the really bright white light, hides certain things about welds. And what I found is using a flashlight that has a yellow tint, a yellow light to it, you can see more of the mistakes with your root on the inside of the pipe. How are we looking back there? Looking good. Our video editor's Lucas today, so he's rocking and rolling with the big screen. Now remember, watch that valley. Don't just be chucking wire inside that deep valley, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you burn that valley, then add wire. Burn the valley, add wire to it. You don't just want to cram wire in a deep V, and then you can get lack of fusion. Sick. It looks good. So oh yeah, you'll be fine might have to smooth this section out, huh?
Maybe a little.
Yeah. Now, would you ever see yourself leaving Texas to live or to work?
To work, yes. To live, no.
You'll always live in Texas?
I'll always live in Texas.
Reasoning?
It's where I grew up. It's
home.
It's home.
Yeah, some people hate their homes. I was just curious. And you got enough there in Texas too. I mean, you can go to northeast Texas where the hills and the trees and stuff are, or southeast Texas where the plants, or I've worked in Dumas, Texas before. You know where that is?
I don't.
Up by Amarillo in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. I mean, we was working there on a job, and it was a 2-week job, but it felt like it was like 10 years just because it was just not a cool job to be at. In the middle of July. It was 106 every day, and we're welding in this refinery, and it was hot. So there's a lot of work up in that area, but it's just, like go in the winter,
Right.
But then also in West Texas, there's a whole lot of oil rig work too, So do you have any buddies that graduated before you that got into the oil field or welding?
No.
So you're literally the only person that that's, you know, as a friend or someone close that's doing it. So, I mean, it takes a lot of courage to do something like that too. There's a lot of risk involved, you know, because you're like, man, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not.
Just got to do it.
Yeah, was there, I mean, what motivates you to do it? Like,
I'm $25,000 in debt.
well, yeah, but it's kind of a...
I mean, I want to be successful.
Right.
If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it 100%.
100%.
Kind of deal.
Well, and the thing though too is you're going to pay that $25,000 off in a couple months. That's what it took me. And then after that, I've had 6 years debt-free traveling the country,
right,
doing whatever I want. And that's the crazy thing. People want to get stuck up in these jobs that, you know, don't pay them enough for what they, you know, a lot of people went to school for 4 to 6 years and they're getting out making $30,000 a year whenever you're going to spend 6 months at KWI, pay off $25,000 in, you know, let's say 5 months max. You know what I mean?
Right.
5, 6 months max, and then you're debt free, just making bankroll in the welding money. So, all right. Well, you got your side smoothed off?
Yeah, we're all good.
Sick. What do you want to? You want to do 2-bead cap, 3-bead cap?
I usually run a 2-bead.
Let's do a 2-bead. Yeah. We got it at 1. Is temperature all right for you?
Yeah. What are we at? 137?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah, run that. I'm going to go ahead and get us a fresh piece of tungsten. That's one of my things. I have to have fresh tungsten if we're putting the cap on. That's just me. Here, this is your tungsten. So whenever you stick it, you sharpen it, and I'll sharpen mine. I was getting in the habit of there sharpening your little mistakes. But you won't learn unless you get it. All right. All right. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you run this thing in there. Where's that tungsten at? You got it? Oh, sweet. Heck yeah. Oh, and if anybody was wondering, these cutters are the Nipix brand, the Nipix cutters. So you can get them on Amazon. They're like $80. They're pretty expensive, but they'll last you your whole welding career. And I got the ones with the little bow in it.
Yeah.
And it'll cut, I mean, 3 pieces of ink and no wire like nothing. All right, so you know what? Let's just, you want to leave it there? Or you want to go 140, or are you not weird about numbers?
No, we're good.
You're not weird about numbers at all?
It's running smooth for me.
Okay, yeah, run that thing. Oh, let me get you some gas, don't. Sweet. So you're running 137 amps, 1/8 TIG wire, and we're running 309 stainless wire on a carbon coupon. Hey, hold that 1/8 wire at the top of your puddle that you're running, because it's a lot of wire and you're going to have a bunch on the bottom. And now after this pass, you may want to look into running some, you may have to go a little bit faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kick your angle back some and then run a little bit faster and it won't hump up so much, because you do not need to add a whole lot of wire, because it's humping up pretty bad on you on the side. And with that 1/8 wire, it's going to suck into your puddle and cause it to be overly heavy. So just kind of seep the wire in there because you're already flush. Yep. Yep. Now, do you see how you're just seeping the wire in there?
Yeah.
Now, if you had 332 wire, you would want to keep it in the puddle, but this 1/8, you're just letting it kind of just sink in there. Yeah, there you go. Keep going. All right, yeah, that looks good. Now here's another thing. When you're doing TIG pipe, you want to make this bead, the first bead, as big as you can, so that that last bead you don't have to carry that much, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it before too. You'll get in the habit of just running that first bead really smooth like and trying to make it look good, but it's really skinny and it doesn't cover up a lot. So then you accidentally have to end up putting 3 beads on there instead of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to go too far down to where you short yourself on a possible easy 2-bead cap and then you're stuck, you know? So I'm going to run 332 because I'm pretty well over the limit of flush. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, another thing I forgot to do is usually like to wire wheel this. Honestly, we could have raised this table up some, huh?
Yeah, just a little.
Let's raise it up once I get this last one on here, because I hate a table that's low to the ground. So much harder to weld. Sig. Yeah, we can fill that in. Watch. So since I'm a little bit low right there, I'm actually going to put something right here. And whenever we come over that, it'll make it look like we was never low there.
Right.
Okay.
A little bit over.
So yeah, that'll be 10 times better. Yeah, I kind of went down too low, but ain't bad. Yeah. Honestly, I would run 332 wire. Run 332 wire and see how it goes on that last pass. Here, I got one right here.
You got one cut?
Yeah, bud.
Just run 332 and push it.
Yeah. Let me fix something real quick because I don't like the way this looks. It looks horrible. Yeah, I don't want it to look bad. See how I fixed that?
Yeah.
Look at that. Looks beautiful.
Smooth now.
It's all you do. Now, on a test, some companies don't let you, like, especially KWI, that won't go.
No.
But on the job site, on a piece of pipe, yeah, that's fine. It's just metal. You know what I mean? We're just extra hard on you guys at KWI because, you know, if you train hard, you do better in the field because things are usually generally lenient, more lenient. Sometimes they're not. Someone's going to watch this video and be like, oh, my company shoots severe cycle and they don't let nothing by. Well, I mean, yeah, sometimes companies can be real anal about certain welds and things like that, but that's just circumstantial to what company's doing what. Now, did you play any sports in high school?
Played football my freshman year.
What was your position?
Cornerback.
Did you like that?
Receiver.
Oh, you was a receiver?
Yeah.
What was your favorite spot?
I guess receiver.
A lot of moving involved.
Yeah, and you're always you know what I mean? You always got to be ready to catch something. I played football fifth grade, and yeah, I played football in 5th grade. The team was the Eagles, so it was pretty fun. I was a wide receiver, but didn't pursue it. Also, I guess another thing is once I found out about welding in high school, I quit all sports. Now, did you play all through high school?
No.
What?
I played my freshman year and then
What was the reason you stopped?
started welding. I started welding class and then I started working, and it just wasn't for me.
Right. Well, I mean, if you don't see yourself making a lot of money, you know, playing sports or doing good in college or something, it's kind of like, what's the point?
Right.
You know? Oh yeah, it looks good. Yeah, you're good. All right, I'm gonna sharpen this just a little bit.
Here you go. There's a fresh piece right here.
Sweet. Because the caps are the part of the weld that you want to make look as nice as possible, because that's what you are showing to your company or you know, prospects on the job site. Okay. run this. And I'm just going back and forth. Nothing too crazy. Well, this table is a lot better set up than we had it a minute ago. Okay, I'm going to get positioned a little bit better here. See, that's one of the reasons I don't like stainless that much, is because when it gets hot, it just does not like to function at all. You know what I mean?
Right. It's almost working against you.
So much. Not too bad. Having to dab it a little bit. I can, watch this, I'm going to bring this around. Here, you want to pull this, around? Just start right here and then just run a bead the same way over that and stop right here so it'll build this up. Yeah, start about, you had to start right here and then add the wire and then make it look like we didn't have to do that. That's the cool thing about TIG. You can do that. Yep, get a nice puddle going and then add the wire and just just don't go past it on either side. Just run right over top of it, but make it look like we didn't have to add any. Keep going. Go a little bit faster. A little bit faster, a little bit faster. Not too wide though. Keep going, keep going. Now you're good. Oh yeah. Sick. Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a video for all of you guys so you can see what we are working with here. So this is mine and Corey's 2-inch. Here's my side. Looks all right, looks all right. I give it a, for me, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. What are you giving your side?
A 4.
Really?
Yeah.
You've done better?
Way better. I've done way better than that.
Now, what's the reason you've usually done better? Just, it's a different setting, and honestly, we did kind of run it hotter than we.
Yeah.
That's a little bit hotter than you're used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good though. That's good. Now you can kind of fluctuate. You know what I mean?
I usually run pretty cold,
Well,
making sure not too cold, but
you don't burn it up.
I like to go a little bit slower, making sure I'm fusing in.
Yep.
It's just easier for me to see. That's
No,
just
you're good. Yeah.
how
Well, I'm
I've
glad I
learned.
put a little bit of pressure on you today for this. And also too, you probably let it cool down some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you there. Now I got a quick question. What is the best advice that you've got from in welding? Whenever you're struggling with something, or you've seen something on the internet, or maybe something at KWI, what's the best piece of advice?
Don't give up. I mean,
And what? So I've heard that several times
yeah, but
from people, but why?
you're never going to be good your first time. That's
for
with
sure.
anything: driving, welding, baseball, football. It don't
Gardening.
matter. Gardening.
Anything.
Don't matter. I mean, no one got good overnight.
All right. So just sticking with it.
Right.
Now, have there ever been points at KWI where you just didn't think you was going to make it as a welder?
No.
You always knew?
Right.
You is, all right. Well, that's a first, because when I was going through KWI, there was a couple times where I was like, dude, I suck at this. Like, I'm never going to, like, dude, I had bad self-doubt a couple times at KWI, but you never had self-doubt.
No, I definitely had self-doubt, but I didn't think I wasn't. Because, I mean, when you tell yourself, I have to make it, I have to do it, you're going to find a way
You're
no
going to find
matter
a
what.
way, right? Okay, that's cool. Well, if there's someone out there watching and they want to be like you or get to where you're at in life, what's a piece of advice that you could give somebody?
I guess if you have doubt,
Keep going.
Just keep going.
Don't give up.
If you're concerned about whether or not, you want to come to school here, go be a helper, whatever you want to do, just do it. If it don't work out, it ain't the end of the world.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's a bunch of people who go to 4 years of college and don't even use the degree they went for. So 6 months really ain't that much time in the long run.
It isn't, not at all. So we just finished off this 2-inch Schedule 80 coupon with 309 TIG wire, TIG obviously all the way out with this coupon. So, I mean, this is a common test that you're going to take out in the welding industry, but I think you're going to do pretty good when that monster comes around. What are you going to try to take it next week or this week?
I'm going to try and take it beginning of next week.
Gotcha, okay. And so what are you going to be doing leading up to next week, taking that monster coupon? Like, what are you going to be practicing? How are you going to be setting yourself up for success?
I guess I'll just do some Schedule 160 TIG out, stainless, and then I'll do a few of those, bend them, feel good about it, and I'm going to take my monster in a 4-post.
Okay. Yeah, do it in a 4-post. Every weld test you take, challenge yourself. Don't just take a weld test out in the open, because a majority of the weld tests for companies nowadays are going to be in the 4-post or some kind of restricted. Because, I mean, anybody can weld out in the open. That ain't crap, I mean, obviously if you haven't learned how to weld, it's hard, but once you get going, it's nothing. So putting yourself in hard situations is super important when you're learning how to weld. So that's good that you'll be doing that. And then also too, don't weld too much. And what I mean by that is, don't get crazy with it and think you have to weld every 5 seconds of the day. You know what I mean? Like I welded too much. There was a couple times when I was learning something and I was struggling and I welded too much and it kind of warped me. So you have to weld, and once you understand it, don't kill yourself. You know what I mean? Obviously go hard in welding school, but if there's a point where you understand it and it clicks, don't try to mess it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I feel like if you're not understanding something, go ask for help. That's why the instructors are there.
Well, don't keep doing something the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you become a habit, it's a lot harder to break a habit than it is to make one.
Exactly. And you're in welding school and you got 6 months, and if you keep doing something wrong the whole time, that's going to be a hard habit to break when you get on a job site and you can get fired for it.
Right.
So, all right. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Welding with Kegan. If you need any more information on the Kentucky Welding Institute, check out our website, KWI.us. If you are on social media, check out all of our social media outlets on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and there you'll find us and all the events and things that we have coming up. Thanks, Corey, for stopping in again. Appreciate it, dude, and hopefully your last 3 weeks at KWI are going to be awesome.
Yes, sir.